yet another What Do You Think? Brought to you by Abdul in the Bushes and Praxis.
First of all, what is a pimp? A pimp is one who solicits customers for prostitution and acts as manager for prostitutes. The thing is, the Quran in 24:33, the great Allah speaks and permits persons to be a pimp and girls to be prostitutes. Let us look at the verse.
Quran 24:33. Do not force your girls into prostitution for your own worldly gains while they wish to remain chaste. And if someone coerces them, then after such a coercion, Allah is certainly all-forgiving, most merciful.
But wait, only about 10% of Muslims can read Arabic. Islamists say that the Quran in any language other than Arabic is invalid. So knock yourself out. Here is verse 24:33. Read it. However, scholars have done multiple translations. Muslim scholars, would they lie? Taqiyya deception? Maybe. Well, that is on them. But listen to this discussion group consisting only of Muslims. One of them a scholar. Hear what they freely have to say. It is almost as if they hesitantly await Allah to save them from the predicament of disgrace.
24:33. What it says? Shaky, fifi? Listen carefully what it says. You can be a pimp. And this is the one you claim that he is your shaky.
So what's your thoughts on this? Why is it permissible? Why is it even forgiven?
24:33. It's 24:33. So it says, let those who find not the wherewithal for marriage keep themselves chaste until Allah gives them means out of His grace. Okay, I'm just going to jump to the main point of the verse, what we're referring to. But force not your maids to prostitution when they desire chastity. So it says fatayatikum for maids here. It would mean slave women, even though technically you could read fatayatikum to mean girls in general. But
see, the Quran doesn't say slave, it says fatayatukum, your girls, Muslim women, Muslim girls, their daughters, they can be effed for money and it is legal. He just said the word fatayat. Listen to the Christian prince saying that fatayatukum can be your girls, not necessarily the slave, because fatayat mean your young women. This is what fatayat mean. Doesn't say slave, doesn't say anything. Your young women, force not your young women to if for the sake of money. And if you force them, Allah is all merciful. So listen now what they will say.
It would mean slave women, even though technically you could read fatayatikum to mean girls in general. But I'm sure from the context, we'll all agree that it's referring to slave women and not daughters, right? I'm hoping. Wallahu a'lam.
I'm hoping.
But force not your maids to prostitution when they desire chastity, in order that ye may make a gain in the goods of this life. But if anyone compels them yet, after such compulsion, is Allah oft-forgiving, most merciful. Okay, so basically it's saying that don't force your girls, meaning slave girls. I mean, that's the apparent meaning of the verse. We can disagree if you guys would like to disagree. But yeah, it says don't force your girls into prostitution in order to gain something from this world. And if one forces them after that, then Allah is forgiving. So that's the verse. Abdul Bar, would you like to share your thoughts on on the verse itself?
Yes, so from that verse, the apparent meaning of the verse that you read, Brother Khalil, is... Hold on.
Yeah, what I see from that verse is that you can be a pimp.
Exactly. So Allah, that's funny. What the verse is saying: do not force your slave women into prostitution so that you might gain something out of it, some worldly gain. But if you do so, if you force them, then after that, Allah is forgiving, most merciful. I would ask you, brother Habib, if you're interested in answering, why would God be forgiving to the?
So guys, what the heck is that? They laugh and they agree. Yes, yes, you can be a pimp. Yes, brother, you can be a pimp.
Scenario, like the guy is forcing the girl to do fornication, to prostitute herself for
Right.
money, basically, like a pimp brother has said. So what's your thoughts on this? Why is it
Yeah,
permissible? Why is it even forgiven?
yeah. I would have to look at the jessive mood, where it would seem that this should be, if you did, like in regards to, not if you will or in the future, this is something you're going to continue to do. But if you did, then Allah is forgiving. This is something, I don't think this is like speaking of like an ongoing thing, like Allah got you, don't worry.
What was that?
Certified, authentic, Honda Draw.